Okay, so here's our next little tutorial here on creating web pages. And again, I'm organizing this whole lesson. I have it in a single folder here. So I'm going to open up that folder. And let me resize that window a little bit. So we'll fit it in here. Okay, so I created lesson 2.3.1. Let's do the same thing again. I'll go through the whole process and recognize that file extensions, I can see them, right? So I'm going to create a new text document. And I'll go ahead and name that text document lesson 2.32.htm. Okay, and when I do that, it's going to change the file extension, so the file association changes, so it now is associated with my web browser. Okay, and it'll ask me, do you really want to do that? And I'll say yes. Okay, and then if I double click on that again, remember I resize my web browser so everybody can see it. It opens up my web browser and opens up this file inside of it, and of course there's nothing in it right now, so I'm going to close it off. Okay, to edit this file, I go over here and I right click on the file, and don't hit edit, hit open with, and then notepad, because that's my text editor in my Microsoft operating system. Okay, so let's write some HTML now. So I'll go ahead and open an HTML document, or open a tag, close the tag. Okay, and I'm going to put some stuff inside of it. As you read through as you read through chapter 4, do some of the stuff as you're reading along with it. Okay, so I'm on this first section here, and I'm just going to put some preliminary tags in here. For instance, the head tag is mentioned for the heading. Okay, so I'll put that in there, and then the body tag. So open up the body tag, whoops, typo, and then I'll close the body tag. Okay, and I like spacing things in a little bit for organization purposes here, keep things neat. Alright, inside my body here, let's put in what we had before. We had hello world. Okay, and I'll save it. I hit Control S, or I go File, I hit Save. Alright, and I will multitask back over here to my folder. Okay, and so this is the file, lesson 2.3.2.htm. And I'll pull it up in my web browser, and it brings up my line of text I put in there. Okay, pretty drab, pretty boring, but we'll leave that up, okay, because I'm going to continue to multitask, and now I will go back over to Notepad, and I'll do some more editing. Okay. So first tag I'm going to show you for formatting text is a header tag, okay? And headers start with H, and I'm going to go H1 is going to be the biggest size, so I'll say hello world here. Whoops. And I'll close that tag. And I'll use H2, which is a little lower font header. And the header tag, let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I'll save it, Control S, or go up your file, save, and I'll pull back up my web browser, and then I'm going to do a refresh now because I've made some changes. And here's my refresh, or you can see it's F5 will do the same thing. All right, and I actually have hello world, so it shows up 3 times right now. Here's without any header, here as a top header, and here's as a level 2 or size 2 header. Okay, well, we'll keep that up. And I'm going to multitask back over to my text editor, and you can actually size things from H1 all the way down. I believe it's to H5 or H6. Let's try it. Okay, so let's follow this, and I'm going to go ahead and use copy and paste because it makes things faster for me. I'm going to hit Control Copy, paste, 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 paste. All right. So let's go H3, H4. H5. I can't remember if there's an H6 or not. Let's try it. We'll see if it gets smaller. And then once you get past H6, H7, 8, these are all going to be the same size because they don't get any smaller than this. Okay? So I save, Control S, or File, Save. Go back over to my web browser. And when I multitask, I'm using the Alt key with my right thumb, and then hitting Tab. It allows me to multitask if you haven't multitasked before to bring up other applications. Alright, and I'll hit my refresh, boom. Okay, so here's my different header levels. Here's a paragraph H1 header, H2, H3, H4, H5. We can go all the way down to H6, and it doesn't get any smaller than that. Okay, so that's about as small font as we'll go with that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop there. And again, we are using our two tools, our text editor, okay, for making changes and editing a file, and then our web browser for displaying it.